Let's just say you're a single woman and you're 20 and you're not very muscular, and there's like 3 guys by the side of the road with hockey masks on and an axe. I probably wouldn't stop, okay? Because there's a fine line between faith and stupidity, and I've crossed that line many times. Just trust me. My wife will give an amen. Passion for His presence, a deep craving to reach the lost. You know, it just dawned on me, and I got to tell you, I wish I had this desire all the time, but I just, when I first became a Christian, you know what? I had a weird concept, and you're probably going to be blown away by this, but maybe you experience the same thing. As I said, you know, God, I'm willing to go to hell so that these 10 people can go to heaven. I don't really have that same attitude today. But you know what? I think about that. Do I really want people to go to hell? And I don't want to be selfish. It starts with me. Do I really believe that Jesus is the only way to salvation and no one can get to heaven except through Jesus Christ? Absolutely, I believe that. So that means that I got to do everything I possibly can to help save someone else. Oh, but it's their choice. Of course it is. But if they're going to get hit by the train, are we not going to tell them the train's coming? You got to tell them the train's coming. Sincere integrity. Sincere integrity. We were playing softball the other night. One of our guys was clearly out at third. The other team was arguing with the other umpire. I yelled over to that guy, "Were you out?" Because I was coaching first. I could see he was out by a mile. I could see he was tagged, you know. And he says, "Whatever the umpire said." I said, "No." "Were you out?" Well, there was 2 umpires. The other umpire, finally, he asked the other guy's opinion. Yeah, he was out. "Really? I'm going to sell my soul. We're a church team out there playing softball, and I'm going to sell my soul for 1 out, maybe 2, but not 1. Spirit-filled faith. When you came here today, were you expecting something out of God, or were you just like, well, I'm going to get my fire insurance today? You know what fire insurance is? I'm going to go to church because I don't want to go to hell, so I'm going to, you know, if I'm going to get my fire insurance, I get my little document, I went to church, I'm good. You know? Down-to-earth humility. Brokenness. Down-to-earth humility and brokenness. If it is built on sand, it is not really it, and it won't last. Without these Christ-like qualities, no matter how good things look today, no ministry or leader can sustain it with their own talent. Amen. You know, the church I was at, the pastor, great guy. Other staff, very good. I believe this pastor loves Jesus with all of his heart. You know, it is so hard. You don't understand how hard it is for Ken and myself. You just have no idea. For our elders, we are constantly under battle. Constantly. California is a different animal than the Midwest, the Bible Belt, where you have a shot there, where people still believe in the Bible a little bit and God, and they're kind of nervous about stuff, and so they have respect. California is a different animal. I've lived here all my life. It's okay, I love California. But it's interesting, unique things that are going on here. Guys, you need to be praying for us all the time. It is difficult. You know, there are so many days where you're like, this is the greatest thing I want to do with all my life. I just really want to, I'm ready, let's go. And other days you're like, really? Because I really want to quit right now, and I want to go home, and I want to just roll up into a little ball and just die. Seriously, ministry is tough. People are hurting out there. It's a rough time. But that's why the gospel shines so much more now. We have an opportunity here. You can't sustain it on your own. Other people got to be there. But winning teams, they have drive and desire. They have a strong work ethic. They have good chemistry, and they learn to win together. You know, guys, we need this in our church. Could you imagine what would happen if people walked in here and they just could feel it? They just walk in, they're like, whoa. I don't know what's going on in here, but something special is going on. I want to be a part of this. Could you imagine that for a moment? I mean, really, honestly, do we have the cure for cancer, yes or no? We do have the cure for cancer, don't we? You're going to die someday. I don't mean to depress you. I could die long before you. I could walk outside, get hit by a car right now. Do a lot of damage to that car. But, you know, we could die today, right? I mean, But we have the cure, right? Because everyone's going to die with a little d. But not, the big D is the difference. Heaven or hell. Death is the big D, is the one that's the big one. Hell, that's not the place we want someone to be. So it's real, right? What we got here is real. Is anyone out there with me right now? Is anyone with me right now? Because I'm not feeling like it right now. It's okay, we're going to get there. Well, they had it in Jerusalem. Turn with me.